video. Today's video will be a video about how to take a mindful break. So in the last video we talked a little bit about what mindfulness is, and today's video is going to be really practical and going to give us a tool that we can use during our day if we're maybe feeling a little bit stressed out or a little bit overwhelmed. So we spoke in the last video about how mindfulness is the ability to be in the present moment. So not thinking too much about the future, not thinking about the past, but just being in the moment that's happening now. So what sounds like a really easy kind of concept, actually really hard to do in real life. So we definitely need a whole bunch of tools and need to learn a little bit more about mindfulness before it becomes something that we can incorporate into our day, or before it becomes something a little bit easier. So today we're going to do something called a mindful break. And this I would advise to use, well, you can practice it anytime really, but it can be really useful if you're feeling a little bit stressed out, maybe a little bit overwhelmed with the situation that's happening now. You could just be sitting at your desk, maybe you've been, doing some work, you could be, sitting anywhere. It would just be best if you could have a seat and then you can sit down and take a few minutes for yourself. And that'll allow us to kind of come back to the present moment, and hopefully that feeling of overwhelm will reduce after this kind of break that we take. Maybe just by spending a couple of minutes in the present moment, that allows us to feel like things are a little bit less stressful. So the best thing that we can do is just learn this really simple technique. And you don't even need to listen to the video. You can listen to the video with me doing it the first few times maybe, but you don't even need that. You just need to remember a couple of points, and then so in the future when you're having a moment where you're feeling a little bit stressed out, you can think, okay, I'm going to take a couple of mindful minutes and I'm going to go through the points that Lily explained. So we're all going to find a seat, so wherever we are. If you're already sitting down, just staying in the same place you are. If you wanted, you could come down, take a seat on the floor, but that's completely not necessary. This is the kind of break that we would be taking during the course of our normal lives. Sitting on the train, sitting at school. And if you're somewhere where you feel uncomfortable to close your eyes, just keep your eyes open and keep your gaze down low. Okay. So we'll close down the eyes. You could bring your hands onto your thighs. We'll relax the shoulders. And we'll relax the jaw. And then we'll just take our attention to this very moment now. So the first thing we'll check in with is our breath. So we'll notice where in the body we're breathing. Are we breathing into the belly, or are we breathing into the chest? How are our breaths? Are they long? Are they short? Are they fast or slow? So we're just noticing what's already there. No need to change anything. Just resting with exactly what's there in the moment. And remember, just like with all of our meditations and mindfulness, our mind is going to have a tendency to wander off, get lost in thought, and we can just bring it back to the breath, which is just our focus for this moment. And then we'll take our focus away from the breath, and we'll take our focus onto the sensations in our body. So we'll start at the toes, and we'll just slowly scan up the body, so how it feels in the toes, the feet, the ankles, and the shins and the calves. And we're just noticing what's here now. Maybe the first time you've noticed what's going on in your body today. So just acknowledging any sensations Any discomfort or pain, just knowing that it's there, acknowledging that it's there. The knees and the thighs, the whole pelvis area, the low back and the belly. And the chest, the upper back, our shoulders, the whole of our arms, elbows, forearms, the hands, the fingers, the neck, the face, the whole of the head. And then we'll take our focus to the whole of the body at once. And just letting anything that comes up in the body, any sensations, any pains, any discomforts, just acknowledge that they're there. And take a general understanding and feeling of how the body feels today. You might like to label it. Oh, my body feels quite heavy or sore. Maybe it feels quite light. Maybe you feel really comfortable and relaxed. And then we'll check in with our final point. And just to make sure that you know if this is a little bit too much or you find it a little bit overwhelming, just come back to focusing on the breath. So if you'd like to give it a try, we're just going to take our attention to our emotions today. So checking in, asking yourself, how am I feeling? How am I feeling today? Maybe we can find a place in the body that we can connect with that feeling. Maybe we feel our emotions in our chest today. Maybe we can feel them in our belly. Maybe we can feel them in our shoulders or our legs. So you might try and find the place in the body where you feel like that emotion is kind of living today. And if there's no emotion at all that comes up or nothing strong, just sit with that. Sit with that kind of peacefulness. And on the other hand, if there's quite strong emotions that come up and you feel like that's quite difficult, you don't need to sit with them if it's too hard. You can come back to the breath. But it's up to you. Sometimes simply acknowledging our emotions in our body, allowing them to be there, can allow us to kind of move past them and through the day. Okay, wonderful job. We're going to take one big deep breath, letting go of the whole practice. In through the nose, big exhale out through the mouth. And then we'll open up the eyes nice and slowly when you're ready. So that's just a really quick and simple exercise you can do. You can do that anytime during the day, and like I said, you can do that out in public as well, with your eyes open. Just take your gaze down to the floor and try and relax into the body. It can be a really good way of coming back to ourselves in the moment and maybe coming away from some of our stresses for a moment and living in the present. So that's the first of our mindfulness techniques, really. Our ability to, when we're getting a bit stressed, come back to the moment, take a little mindfulness break. And You know, if you have a little bit more time, you could grab a cup of tea, sit down, do the meditation, and then after you've done the little mindfulness break, you could sit quietly for 5 minutes and have a mindful cup of tea or a juice, and take a little bit of more time for yourself if you had it. But if you've only got that short amount of time, you just cover those 3 areas. How is my breath today? Where am I breathing? How does my body feel? And then what are my emotions? How do I feel today? And is there a place in my body where they are? So I hope that helped, and let me know if you give it a try. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you've tried that out during your day today. And please subscribe to the videos, and it would be great if you could share them with anyone that would like them as well. Okay. Thanks for watching this video today. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.